all right, family. Welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. This is Dr. Positive here with another positive news from Liberia. Uh, Imagine this with me, family. We have our whole country, but we don't know what mineral resources we have. We don't know what value our country possesses. So imagine with me for a minute where Liberia itself can pay somebody to do the research to discover every resources that we have. Then we can go to the international market and then tell them, hey, this is what we have. This is how much it's going for. If you want it, we can negotiate the price, and then we can go from there. If whatever concession we come up with is to then decide on the value that we have, not the value that these countries claim that we have. And then they can just dig. We give them a land and they dig. Whatever they find there is for them because they only told us that we had gold somewhere and they went to dig other minerals and we don't benefit from the other minerals that they dug out because we don't know. If you don't know what you have, you cannot sell it. So imagine a company or entity that can partner with the Liberian government and say, hey, this is what you have. This is how much the market value is. Go to the market and sell it. Then you can bring people, bring experts to come and then find these resources and then basically you can do profit sharing and things like that. So this is the path that we are hoping for our country to go. There's an event coming up on the 15th of July, actually next week. And we have Mr. Geoffrey Wade. He's an expert, an international expert on this resource discovery. So he's going to be going to Liberia to have this discussion with key stakeholders. So I'm fortunate to have been reached out to discuss this with one of the partners that will be going to Liberia to have this for this event. So pretty soon he'll be joining me. I'm just going to play a little bit of song just to share the show. So please share the show, invite everybody. This is important for Liberia. And if I will share the flyer with you shortly, this is an invite-only event happening in Liberia, sometimes on the 15th. So as you can see, it says, discover what lies beneath, I would say, Liberia or beneath your country. Any other African country can use this. Any developing country can use this. Discover what lies beneath your country. And once you discover it, the sky is the limit. So they have equipment, they have tools that other countries use. It's about time in the 21st century or that Liberia start knowing what they have. And we can maximize the value of our natural resources. We can sell our natural resources to the highest bidder if we want. We don't have to beg people to come in and dig our resources and then take the value they deem it has, and then we get little or nothing. So this is what this conference is hoping to achieve, to educate Liberian leaders, to teach them that, hey, we have a way of determining the value that you have so that you can be the one that determine the price of your resources. So I'm going to play a song quickly by Othello Collins. And once that song is finished, I'm hoping that my guests will join me so we can discuss this very important event that is happening in Liberia. So please, don't go anywhere. Get your cassava leaf, your cassava gravy, and join. Let's have this great discussion about Liberia.
Oh, hail Liberia, hail this glorious land of liberty shall long be ours. The new name, great be her fame, and my
All right. Hello, hello, family. Again, this is Dr. Positive on Liberia Shall Rise, having another discussion concerning the future of Liberia. Imagine with me for a minute, family. You go to your land. Right now, you got your houses on your land. You bought your land. You don't know what mineral resources are on your land, but there's a company out there that can help you identify the mineral resources on your land. They can help you determine what resources you have and basically tell you how much value that your land has. So as we buy our land in Liberia, the beauty is when you buy your land, you do have mineral rights, and the country itself have vast land that is wasting out there that we don't even know how much minerals we have in Liberia, how many minerals we have that we can use to benefit ourselves and our country to help us leverage all the resources we have. So this event is happening on July 15, actually next week. I have the one of the organizers supposed to join me, but hopefully technical issues in Liberia don't make him to not join me tonight because you never know, LAC may not work and all those things. So I'm just going to talk about the event quickly, if you may. This event is called Discover What Lies Beneath. As you can see, the title says. If you look at the actual video, the actual present slide, it shows that your country basically they have a satellite that actually scan your country and basically determine what or a satellite or device that scan your country and determine what natural resources you have. So if Liberia can do this, imagine how massive this will be for us as a country. Imagine how big this will be for us, where Liberia know every other piece of mineral that is sitting in our land. We know we in geology class they taught us that Liberia have gold, diamond, manganese, and all, I think and other resources, right? But imagine just that was the little that we were taught in geology class or geographic class. Imagine us knowing everything, every inch of Liberia, what other natural resources we have, how wealthy we can feel as a country, how much can we derive, how much benefit can we derive from knowing that. And now, as a country, now we can go to the international market, reach out to experts, people that are selling these products, people that are using these products, and say, all right, for Tesla, for example, if we reach out to them and say, hey, we have all the natural resources you need to make your lithium battery, this is what we can do. We can set up a manufacturing plant in Liberia. We manufacture lithium batteries and you sell it to the international community. So we just need job created. So you don't need to take the lithium from Liberia, take it all the way to the US before you start manufacturing. So we'll need you to set up a manufacturing plant. We'll give you some tax breaks and we can start helping to manufacture battery for electric cars in Liberia. In that way, we are actually manufacturing, we now turn into a manufacturing country. Other resources that are there that we do not know of, we just, once we find them, we can find the value that they add to the world, create that value, and then start selling it to the rest of the world. So there's a lot to achieve by just doing this. And I hope the government create a partnership with this team such that they can use these resources to benefit Liberia. So again, this is great news. When I heard about this, I was excited as a Liberian and knowing the value that how wealthy our country could be. Just knowing how wealthy our country could be. That's something that it amazes me, and I hope that we can leverage such a technology and partner with these people to help enhance the wealth of Liberia. Right. So this event again is happening on the 15th of July, 2026. And after this event, there will be other resources that will be coming up concerning this. And if you as an individual, you want to find out what's on your land, I think you can reach out to them here. The number is here. You can call them. I don't know the price. I don't know how much it costs to do that survey, but I think it behooves all Liberians who have property. If the government don't even want to use it, service, we Liberians we can find out hey, I have a lot of land. Can you find out what natural resources are sitting under my land? Maybe some of you guys are sitting on oil, right? Some of you guys may be sitting on a gold mine. Some of you guys' houses or your villages may be sitting on a diamond mine, and you never know. So I think as community organizations, Liberian organizations in the diaspora, Liberian organizations around the world, you can partner up and say, hey, like, okay, for example, the Grand Bassa Association or the Bond Mines Association or the Grand Jita Association, you can come up and say, hey, how much would it cost for you to do a survey for Grand Jita? We will pay you as an organization to do the survey for us. Once you do the survey, then we as a people can decide what next to do, right? I don't know if that's the plan, but I'm just giving ideas here to all of us how we can benefit from them because the government may not want to use this service. So how can we, as people of this great country of ours, such a resource? So uh, listen, let's take advantage of opportunity when it comes to us as a people. Let's leverage these opportunity and see how it can benefit us. Our government, if our government decide not to use it, we ourselves can find out how we can use it. So without any further ado, I've been renting on my own. I got an expert here. I may have said something that may put me in trouble, but I got an expert here himself. So I'm going to bring him on so he can correct all the things I've said. But please join me. Let's welcome my brother, Mr. Prince Kiepea. All right. Brother, welcome to Liberia Shall Rise. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, I can hear you. Thank you so much for the honor that's been bestowed upon us. I'm looking forward to this engagement, and thank you ever so much for the hard work that you continue to do.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Together we all can see Liberia Rise. So quickly, I may have messed up your last name, but help the people introduce yourself and tell them what you're doing and tell them about this event. I have talked about it a little bit, but I want to hear from you. Want my
Okay.
audience to hear from you.
Okay. Well, good morning and good afternoon to everyone, and good evening. I'm currently in Liberia right now. My name is Prince Kiepea. I'm the president of a company, local company in Liberia called Intergeo Mineral Intelligence. We are partnering and working with Geo Mining Consultancy of Liberia, another Liberian-owned company. Next week, Wednesday, is going to be a very historic day for us and also the country as well. We're hosting a mineral exploration conference. I know one of the things in Liberia that we always talk about is how, with a country so rich and endowed in its resources, how are we able to catalog it, keep track of it, so that way there's not things such as illegal mining that goes on? And how do we know exactly, as the title of the conference is what lies beneath? So one of our partners, Geoffrey Wade from Australia, who is a mining expert and owner of the mineral finder technology, will be making his first trip to Liberia next week, Monday. It will be with us the duration of the week for this conference. The beautiful thing about this technology is that it will allow each and every one of us as Liberians to be able to catalog where the resources are, do a mapping of it. And also with that mapping, it's going to be a 3D mapping. So you can know, for example, if you have a certain amount of gold or iron ore or diamond at a particular location, it will give the geologist exact location of where they can actually start drilling at. And this technology is so amazing and so accurate that it can give you with precision up to 94 to 98% accuracy. So often in the exploration field, as many of us who are listening or are familiar with it know, exploration a lot of time is guesswork. People are guessing where things may or may not be. And as a result, it can be harmful to the environment because a lot of companies will come, they will say, well, we think we have a deposit here, or we have a deposit at this location. Then they'll start drilling. They will drill, turn the soil over, and don't find anything. Well, what do they do with that soil? Well, we know in a lot of our cases in Liberia, unfortunately, that soil sometimes goes in the waterway, it's left over. We don't do that. We tell you exactly where to start drilling, what the deposit is, and we map it out for you. The good thing about that soil also that this conference is going to highlight is that we're able to turn that very soil that has been used during the drilling process, we can turn that soil into fertilizer, which is going to create jobs, one, and also is going to help our agricultural sector out. So that means that for the local people in the community itself, they themselves will be able to reuse that soil to grow their potato grains, to cassava leaf, and all their crops, they can reuse it again. Whereas in the past, that soil was left and discarded. There was no economic benefit whatsoever to the people in the community. The other thing that we can also do with that very soil, we can use that soil for road construction. We have a process where we can turn that over and build roads for it. So when we talk about corporate social responsibilities um, for exploration and mining companies, this is part of economic development because now nothing goes to waste whatsoever.
So
So
it's
that soil, go ahead.
no, no. So I was saying that's a great introduction, right? But I just wanted to ask this question: the way our mining concession agreement work right now, I just want you to highlight the importance of this technology that you guys are bringing to Liberia. Right now, I'm taking myself as a landowner, right? I'm Liberia. I invite somebody to say, "Come to my land and just determine what I have, and it's your right to go and dig, and whatever you find is yours." Right? That I believe in my own little man understanding. That's how our money concessions go right now. But this is going to be a game changer. Can you just expand on that a little bit to let people understand what this technology is going to do for Liberia if implemented, if the government make it a mandate to use this before any concession is signed?
This is going to be a massive game changer for many reasons. Now, the reason why this is we're being safe in our exploration. So as you mentioned, you have some land. You've gone through the concession process. You register with Lands and Mine, EPA, all your paperwork. You have claim to this particular thing, and you're telling someone, well, go there. What they're doing is guesswork. They're guessing that something may be there, and true, you may have something, but it's not an assurance. So here you are, you spend thousands, and in some cases, people will actually spend millions and don't find anything. One case study that we did in Latin America a couple of years back, a company spent about 5 years and millions of dollars and they didn't find anything. And we came in and within a 17-week period, we were able to tell them where their deposit is. What we're trying to prevent is the environmental impact to the land itself, because now we're not just guessing on it. Because traditional way of doing exploration, the success rate is sometimes between 5 to 10%, and it's no guarantee. But with this new technology that will be introduced in Liberia, it's about 94 to 98% accuracy. So when you come to us and say, hey, we've got everything we need, and we got quite a few companies that have reached out to us already. This is what we have. We'll have all of our documentations. We want you guys to do our exploration. Set everything up, make sure all the documentation, everything's correct, you're in total compliance. Once we set it up, we're being environmentally friendly to not only the community, but also that particular location. So we're telling you with precision. The good thing about it, we're not causing any disturbance whatsoever. And then everything that you have there as stated will be reused again. So that means we're giving back to the very community, whereas before this was never the process. The community, in a lot of times, never really benefited from the amount of resources that was being taken away by those who was actually doing it. And then we'll actually catalog it. So with the cataloging of it, the beauty of it is when you come to us and say, I want to do this and I have this, if we're able to catalog it before, and when you've gotten your permits to go ahead and your claims to go ahead and do work, we can tell you with precision exactly where to start drilling at and what the deposit is that you'll have at that particular location. So this is going to change the way in our mindset so that way we're not hurting we're not hurting the motherland, so to speak. Even in cases of, let's say, dense forest, because a lot of times when someone has a huge forest area, before they start mining, what it can do, I've seen it so many times over the years. They'll go and destroy that entire forest. Now we got deforestation going on, and that's affecting the local ecosystem because we got a lot of natural wildlife
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Liberia that we don't even know about.
Hmm.
So with technology, we will be able to, even in the densest of forests, to actually draw up exactly what you have so that we have that precision and that exact roadmap to know where your minerals are for you. And that's
So,
what we're trying to work with lands. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
no, finish your statement.
Right, so that's why we're trying to work with lands and mines, no cow, because the other component of this is that this technology also works for offshore exploration. Um, we're aware that on the Atlantic coast, we know we have some gas and oil there,
Yeah, yeah.
but the exploration process to determine where the hydrocarbons are with using magnetic anomalies and so forth. I don't want to get into the too technical details of it. You got you got to come to the conference. We'll discuss all that stuff for you where we use the technical words. So I'll try to keep it simple for the audience. We can determine where that oil field is within about a year and a half.
Mm,
Whereas the traditional way, sometimes it can take you 5 to 10 years.
mm.
The good thing about it for you who doing exploration to find out where your minerals are, whether it's onshore or offshore, is that you're compacting your time and then you're getting a better return on your investment.
Okay.
Because if it takes you as the business owner, if it takes you years of drilling and drilling and drilling and you don't find anything, you're losing precious resources. But if we can compact that for you and say within less than a year, we can tell you where everything is, where to start drilling with a 94 to 98% accuracy on it. Now your return on that investment that you've made, you can take your resources and actually do more things with it.
All
You're
right.
better able to catalog it. You're better able to say, okay, well, I have this done. Let me see if I can go back and get more things done. And then your ability to provide for the community to do more because now you're going to the clan chief. You're going to the old mining town that got her farming Kakatan or Bummy. So we did some mining here. The soil, we work with geo mining and IML and Onirik. We got this soil ready for you. We're going to deliver it to you. We're going to help you with your farming. Now we're building better relationships with the community.
Hmm.
And all of us who are listening, we've seen so many instances where the community is frustrated with folks in the mining field because they're saying, look, you're taking, and that's fine because you went through the process of working with lands and mine, signing concessions and things like that. But oftentimes those communities, what do they really get back?
Nothing. Not much. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And there's a
They really
situation.
don't.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
there's few situations where once this land is either sold or acquired by these companies, the community is not involved in the process, right? So you find people losing their ancestral land and all those things for that they've been on for a long time. So how does this process work such that when you guys go in, when you have identified where the minerals are, that at least the community get pulled in and say, hey, this is where we're going to mine, and you guys can keep farming where you are farming, because there was a situation where we heard that people farm got even cleaned up once this concession started. Their drinking water sources were all wiped out.
Exactly. So how it works for us is, I'll use you for an example. You got some land going on. You have go through your process. You got your claim and so forth. We work directly with the locals because at the end of the day, you as a business owner, you might not be living there.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
might be in you might be in Italy. You might be in another country. Ours is about community relations and building and working with their local community. Because everything we're doing, they have to be a part of the process. Lands and mines require when you do any kind of exploration, it, you have to have a minimum of 2 geologists there, right? But
Mhm.
now with this process of what we have, because we're going to bring our people in on the ground, we're going to work with the local community. That's why cataloging where things are and where things are not makes a world of difference. So once it's been cataloged, you've got in your paperwork and everything from lands and mines and say, okay, well, that's the area that you have. We know for certainty this is what's there based on our survey that we've already done. We've already done our studies on it. We know that you have this there. The
Mhm.
town chief, the villagers, they will be involved in the process to know that your organization is coming there. Intergeo and the Geo Mining and Onirik are coming to work with them to do their exploration. We go, we visit, we sit down, we talk to everybody. Let them know the benefits to them. And in the process of us working, as we talk, when we start the drilling process, because the first couple of weeks, nothing's really going on. That's when the satellite and those things are doing their work to
Yeah.
figure out exactly what lies beneath. That's when we're figuring out from the local community, what do you want in the process? This is what we're going to do. We're keeping that line of communication open with them because the harmful benefits of the past actions, they're the ones that suffer the most. So we'll tell them this is where, once we have all our data and everything is done, our mapping and everything is done, we'll tell them this is where we'll start drilling. So once we're done, the soil that's left, we're coming back. What would you like us to do with it?
Mhm.
It just doesn't go to waste. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, once it's wasted in the water source, the Oma then, the Pape then, they're the ones that can go in that water without even knowing it because it runs downhill. They're the ones that are washing their clothes in it. They're bathing in it. They're sometimes getting it for drinking water, depending on the source and so forth. It's been contaminated because of sometimes the explosions that's actually used on it. But we're keeping them involved in the entire process because it's about building a relationship. We're Liberians. We understand relationship building is everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we work with them and the local people in the entire process so that way no one's actually left behind on it. So if they're telling us, well, we want to use some of that soil for road construction, that organization or that company that we're working with, they'll have to know as part of the agreement to work with us, hey, that community is requesting this. So that will be part of their corporate social responsibility in giving back to that community. So they may say, well, we want to use it to help our farm out. Or they may say, you know what, our roads are terrible. Can we reuse that soil to go ahead and do road construction?
Mhm.
And then we'll have to figure out what they want, work with that company to say, hey, as part of your corporate social responsibility, because we have to take all this information. We'll keep it to us and you, but we have to report it to lands and mines. And that's confidential information. So
Okay.
that way lands and mines and EPA would know, okay, this is what happened. And they can always come and verify that, okay, this is what they said they were going to do, and we do exactly that. And
All
that's how
right.
it's always worked with us.
So looking at Liberia, many of us have bought land. Many of us have built houses in places that we never did any analysis on. How advanced is this technology to kind of scan something when a house is already in place? Like there are some villages that may be sitting on a big deposit of natural resources. How advanced is this technology to see under structures? Do you have to break the houses down before you
No,
scan? Or
absolutely not. Remember a few minutes ago, we talked about the, the deforestation that goes on
yeah,
and
yeah.
how even in the densest of forests. So
Mhm,
imagine I was in Yakipa a couple of months back, and I saw some of that lush, beautiful forest. I wanted to go there, but I said, no, I'm not sure what's in there that I may not like or don't even know.
mhm.
Even if you have property on it, our technology will actually work with regards to that because we're looking what's beneath, not what's on top. So even
Okay.
if you have your house built on it, if you got a deposit that's underneath of that house, you and the family might say, okay, that house got to come down for us to get to find out
Mhm.
exactly what's underneath of there. So even if you have structures on your property, regardless of the size scope of it, we're willing to work with that. The good thing about this is that in most cases, um, it lowers your cost in exploration by up to 80%. Because the traditional exploration approach, it cuts that and makes it a whole lot shorter.
Okay.
So now, like we talked about earlier, you as that person, you're saving a lot of money in the process so that way you can go ahead and do other things with your funding.
All right. So let me just do another advertisement here. So if you are just joining us, this is Dr. Positive and my brother, Mr. Prince. Uh, just say the last name for me. I can't destroy it.
Last name is Kiepea.
Capie, okay, Prince Capie. So
Kiepea from Nimba County. My
okay.
old man is from Plump. I haven't been there yet, but I'm gonna try to make a trip up there. Hopefully this year or next year.
All right. Thank you for that correction, brother. So this is Brother Prince Kabir. Uh, they're having this great event coming up on the 15th of July. That's next week, actually. And he's already in Liberia. About 12 a.m. See this man wearing a suit to come on Liberia to ride. That's how serious this event is to him. So I just want you, if you are in Liberia, you can scan the QR code and check out their resources. And or if you are in the diaspora and have interest in this, just take a screenshot here and reach out to them. This is something that is going to benefit our nation on a higher level. And um, Chris, could you do me a favor? Just tell people on how one can attend this. I know I saw somewhere that this was invitation only. Can you expand
If
on
if you the reason why it's invitation only, we've been getting massive interest on it, and
that?
we
Okay.
do have a lot of government officials and private sector individuals.
Okay. So Liberia.
Prince Kiepea
Okay.
joined.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I lost you a
Okay.
little bit. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. This is a way for us to catalog our resources both onshore and also offshore. So for those who are interested in it, please give me a call on my local number 077-026-09 0910, or on my US number on WhatsApp at 302-358-5387. What we are asking is that if you want to come to, there's also, I forgot to mention this if I have the time, there will be investors there. The CEO of Onirik with the mineral refining technology will be making his first trip to Liberia. He will be there with regards to investment opportunity. One of the things I did not mention, because I have not mentioned, is the fact that we've had conversation about doing a pilot program. And in that pilot program, we'll get a chance to demonstrate how the technology itself works.
Okay.
So that way, it will show Liberians that this stuff is real. Because a lot of folks say that time that you guys are talking about, that's crazy work. But we're reaching out to perhaps do a pilot program with lands and mines to show that this technology actually works. And also, we're looking to work with the universities. This technology will create a lot of jobs for a lot of people.
I can
This,
see. Yeah.
this would be an economic boom, not only to the mining, not only to the exploration field, but also the colleges and the universities, because now we can start teaching our young people who are in the colleges and the university on how to procure the resources, take care of the resources. So we talk about the length of time that it takes to do exploration. If it's shorter, you're getting a massive return on your investment that you're making. Now you have to go to other places because we have so much of the country that hasn't even been touched. So now you, as that investor, need more people. And if you're working with us, Onirik and Geo Mining and Intergeo, we're going to require that you bring Liberians on board. The local kids in the community benefit because now they got better roads to the schools. They can go and work in the agricultural field. Public Works is going to need more people because now we got more road construction going on in a lot of those rural areas because we have the natural soil on the ground that we're using. So that way we don't necessarily have to import so many other materials. The raw material stuff is there. So the economic benefit to Liberia is massive. And like we said, we're doing a 3D mapping of this entire thing for you. So that way you know exactly what lies beneath. So it's a win-win for Liberia. So if you'd like to come to the conference and you have more than 5 to 10 hectares of land, give me a call. Go over a few questions with you. And if you'd like to have a private sit-down meeting with the CEO, myself, Gagoma West from Chicago, Illinois, Carlos Tingma, who will also be there and like to have a private investors meeting with us to find out where we can find. We even have a bank that will actually be there that's looking to do funding, a local bank that's looking to provide funding for people who are interested in exploration on their property, as
Yeah.
long as they have the proper registration and so forth.
All right. So this is good. This is good information. And folks, if you are watching, this is happening in Liberia, and this is not going to end in Liberia. They already have a website here, as you can see on the screen. That's what I'm saying. Just take a screenshot of the slide and reach out. This is big for Liberia. So in that way, we all have villages that we all hail from. We have land that we purchase in Liberia. You never know what is on that land. So I'm not going to ask for the cost of this. So you can reach out to the to Mr. Kiepea and find out how much it costs to do it. And if you find out that you have diamond under your land, you automatically in your mind, in your dream, you are a very wealthy person already. So you pay something small to do this. And I was saying something before you joined, Mr. Kiepea. We have all these organizations, right? The Basel Association, the NIMA Association, the Grand Judea Association. Can you imagine if the government cannot fund this? If an organization like the NIMA Association, place where you come from, can come together and say, listen, let's find out how much this thing will cost. Let's do a whole mapping of NIMA and see what we have. And then we can go to the international community and say, hey, come and invest in NIMA because we have all these natural resources. Do you think it would be a good approach to start with if the government decide not to work with you guys?
I think it'll be. I think it'll be an amazing approach. The good thing about that is, if these organizations are willing to work with us, we can find you the investors as well. There's programs out there that can actually allocate that for you. That's why a sit-down meeting is so needed if you like to work with us on it. It's possible for it because every county is rich and endowed with so much good resources. It just hasn't been tapped. But when we're able to catalog that resource, know exactly where that resource is, we can make better informed decisions. And then those who have those resources, once it's been unearthed, we can put it back into that community and develop those local towns, those local communities. There's so many communities that I've heard about that there are not yet roads to get to.
Mhm.
Imagine the kids in those local communities; they got to go to school. They're universities and so forth. We got to educate them. Some of them can't read yet. So once we're able to tap into that, those who are from those local counties can say, okay, I live in this particular area. Let's build a better school that got more computers, more laptops. Because now we are taking the resources and reinvesting that back into each individual county. So whether you're from Lima, you're from Lofa, you're from Grand Jita, this benefits back to all those people when we go visit them.
Okay, let me just post your number here for those who will join us in the future or come across this in the future so they can see, call you. You said it was 077.
Yeah, 077-026-0910. That's my local number. It's on all the time. I pretty much sleep with that phone. And then
Okay.
even
Hold on. You said 077-026-092.
no 10.
0910. Okay. And then I see that the US number here. Let me type that into 302
358-5387.
and then 5307 or 87.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay. All right. So I know you got to go to bed. I woke you up by stopping
No,
in between.
no, I consider this a privilege. We
Right.
truly appreciate it. I know I speak on behalf of the entire team, Mr. Wade, Guycom Moet, Carlos Tingba, Amos Wu, and so many other people that we have pushing us with regards to this. The reception from the Liberian community here and so many people we've talked to has been amazing. We're really excited about this, and we're hoping that we can work with whomever want to work with us to procure the resources for us to catalog it. And the good thing about it is we're looking to create a lot of jobs with this.
All right. Again, thank you so much for coming on Liberia Shall Rise. If you were to leave with a parting word to our Liberian people who have never, ever heard of something like this, what would that parting word be? And before you answer that question, I'm supposed to ask you this one question first. Uh, you are having this big event in Monrovia on the 15th. If the organizers ask you to pick your favorite food to present it at this event, what would that be? Then you can leave with your parting words. So please, you got two last tough questions.
You know, it's funny. Somebody asked me that today. Um, I love red oil potato greens.
Okay, okay. I
I,
think we got
I,
something in common. We're
I
not
love. Oh,
red or potato
that's your
green
favorite too.
is one of my, well, I mean, my top favorite actually. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but then fufu is on Saturday. I don't do nothing else. But I got one question though. Let me see how close we are. Your favorite potato green, is it with dry fish or fresh fish? Like which one do you like it with? The dry fish, fresh fish, dry fish?
Okay, so I went to let me give a plug to a good friend of mine. Her name is Anissa. She owns a restaurant in Mamba Point called Nuku's Restaurant. That's where I ate it at today. So she mixed it for me. She
Makes
said,
it dry fish
she
and the
makes it
fresh fish.
in the fresh fish, and then she actually went. She put the bunny inside of it, and she also put some shrimp inside of it for me.
Oh
She said, yeah,
man.
she said she made it. She made it special for me
Okay.
today. So
Wow.
and so I enjoyed that. Anissa's Nuku's restaurant in Mamba Point. So she took care of me today. But yeah, but that's me. The part about the fufu part, I gotta tell myself it's been a long time since I had fufu. So the next time I see you, when I see you when we meet up, we gotta eat some fufu together. I want to enjoy
Yeah,
some fufu
no,
with you.
no, the potato green they described, I will settle for that one first. Like, when but brother, again, thank you so much. Now I know we got something in common. Anytime I'm coming to MD, I'm gonna definitely reach out for you to get that potato green for me. But leave with a part.
Absolutely,
Tell our people how important this is for our country and why should we step on, why should we step up, why should we get on board now so that we all can have a better future. I'll leave you on the screen. Please, the floor is yours.
thanks everyone. I appreciate the opportunity to be on this program. If I could say anything, this is an opportunity for each and every one of us, young people, older people, to transform Liberia, to catalog our resources. And this is an opportunity, as we always talk about ways to make things better, is for us to have an economic revolution, so to speak. Create jobs, make the economy a whole lot safer, make the environment a whole lot safer. This is an opportunity for us to say, this is what lies beneath, this is where it's at, this is where it's going to be, and this is how we fix it. So when we think about this conference is an opportunity for us to have dialogue, for us to talk about ways to give back to Liberia, to not waste the resources, but rather to catalog it, bring it all together where we're having an environmental impact. So if anyone that's listening is interested in this technology or doing any kind of exploration, whether it is onshore or offshore, give us a call. We'll have a sit down with you. And if you're looking for investors with it, as long as you meet certain qualifications, we'll certainly make sure to work along with you on it. So thank you for your time. I can barely hear you. I think your end might be mute.
Oh, I muted myself. Okay. Yeah, so I was saying thank you so much to you and your team for setting up such a great event. And I wish everybody in Liberia that have the time can reach out to you to attend this event. And hopefully after this, we can have more people reach out to attend this event or to actually get this implemented in Liberia. Again, have a good night. And thank you so much for coming on Liberia Show Rise, brother.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening, okay?
Definitely, definitely. You take it
Bye
easy,
now.
brother. Thank
I
you.
will. Thank you.
All right, family, this is Dr. Positive. I would like to wrap this up to say This is something great that we need in our country, a way to discover what lies beneath our country. I just have my brother, Mr. Prince Kiepea, here on Liberia Shall Rise. Imagine that we don't even know what's on Crown Hill, what to the bottom of Crown Hill in Liberia, what to the bottom of Broad Street, everywhere in our country. Imagine us finding a way to discover all our natural resources, even to the places that we have developed, the places we have built houses. So this event is happening on the 15th of July, next Wednesday. So if you are in Liberia, take a screenshot, reach out and see how we all can invest in the betterment of our country. And if you are in the diaspora, you can't make it, you can still reach out. Your community can partner up, your community organization or your county organization can all partner up and get this implemented in Liberia. On that note, I want to say thank you to those who watch and thank you to Brother Prince for coming on Liberia Shall Rise. Together, if we all use our expertise in our different corners, we can all make this great country become better. Thank you so much. You guys have a great evening. We'll be back here on Sunday at 2 p.m. Central with another great topic on what we all can do to make our beautiful Mama Liberia better. Have a great day or have a great evening.